Good morning, welcome back to the channel, Loving Life Mallorca. I'm Andrew and today I just brought you down a little walk. It's a beautiful day, as you can see behind me. It's 11 o'clock, the temperature's in its 20s. It's the nicest day it's been for a couple of days. We've had some rain, some wind, some snow. It's been atrocious this last few days, but today, with it being a little bit lighter and beautiful, I thought I'd bring you for a little walk along the beach to show you what's going on. As you can see behind me, we've got the famous wooden bridge. Looking absolutely fabulous, isn't it? Needs a little bit of dredging, as you can see, to dig the sand up from over there. So nice and peaceful today. Got a little bit of work to do, as you can see, before we're ready for the tourists. Everything you see around is this mostly seaweed, and the smell of it is, well, as you can imagine, it's a seaweed smell. But it will end up probably going to Alcudia, which is only a couple of miles up the road, where they seem to put a lot of it to dry up there. It's so strange, isn't it, how the days can vary. You know, from really bad rain we've had, and some of the island we've had some bad snow, as you probably see on the news and Facebook and things. And then a day or two later, we've got this. Look at all that seaweed. Loads of it, isn't there? They've got their work cut out, haven't they, the council? So this is the 3rd of March today. There's workmen everywhere. Up the trees. There's people walking on the beach, people bringing their dogs. That's a good thing about the winter months. You can actually bring your dogs on the beach, and they love it. I bring Snowy down here quite often with her chicken or squeaky toy or whatever, and she bring it down here for ages, just chasing it. And then we often find another dog she can play with. Not at all what it looks like in the summer months, isn't it? I wonder if he's going to find anything left from last year. A couple of old bottle tops, I expect. Everyone's getting ready for the summer months. So I say, on so many of my films, one of the things I do like about this beach, it goes on for 13.5 kilometres long. Starts off at the port down there and walks all the way via the beach, just over a little path, over the little bridge, goes all the way to Camp Picafor, which is down that way. It's a beautiful walk. One of the many things I like about this beach along here, as I was saying, is how shallow the water can be for so far. You can keep on walking out in the sea without going out of depth. I mean, you have to keep an eye, obviously. The current can take you out, as we saw last season. But as a whole, it very rarely goes over your knees, unless you go that much further out, obviously. And if you are in a wheelchair or walking aids, that sort of thing, you've got this lovely blue path that you can see at the top here. The runs all the way down to the port. And then some of it also comes on the beach. It's got this little bit of blue path here, comes down here. And sometimes they do these little wheelchair things with great big wheels that they do take you down to the sea edge. This is all here for the for disabled and the wheelchairs and things, just here. So if you are with wheel aids, should I say, walking aids, there are plenty of places that you can use around here if you'd still fancy a little swim. Plenty of the hotels and apartments you can rent along here, with this beautiful view of the beach, the sand and things. As you go further down towards the port, you've got lots of restaurants that actually have like pallets as well on the sand, so you can sit out there. And on the way down this, there's a few cafe bars and there's a few toilet blocks as well. So if you did get caught short, there are plenty of toilets to go to. And where the beach is so wide and so long, there's always space, so you don't have to sit on somebody, if you know what I mean. There's plenty of room for everyone. This is nice about the winter, isn't it? Everybody can come out and have a little wander to the beach. A lot of the time there's a few people swimming this time of year because the water is still pleasant, and there's sort of boats and things out there, sailing boards and things. There's always somebody doing something around here. These houses are gorgeous, aren't they? And this is the blue path I was telling you about, takes you down to the port. When you come off the beach, there's plenty of these places to rinse your feet off or have a proper shower. And in the heat of the season, when it's really, really hot, now these trees here, they have a beautiful shade, as you can see. And a lot of people quite often come under here with hammocks and things. And this is just absolutely perfect to just get away from the heat for a little bit of time. If you're enjoying this video, I'd love you to give a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget Facebook and all the rest of it all. And I've also got a website, which is of course www.lovinglove.com. I'd love you to give you a little visit to there. Loads of information about different bits and pieces, all about excursions, my walks, and all different things like that. Just something completely different that you can spend a few minutes and have a little read now and then. I was saying, there's lots and lots of apartments and hotels and private rentals and you name it all down here. Little sheltered areas for children to play, a few slides and things in there. All these hotels will start getting ready to open soon, won't they? Clean up the swimming pools and bring the furniture out and things. The winter months are a lovely time to come out, but if you do come out in the winter, do make sure you bring clothing for all weathers, because if you do get some nice weather, you can wear your shorts and t-shirts, but at the same time you may need an umbrella as well, and the evenings are chilly as well, so you do need something for when the sun goes in. It's a lovely walk down to the port. It takes me about 40-45 minutes if I'm not rushing. Completely different, isn't it, than what it would be like in a 3 months' time, should I say? Apparently, so I've heard and read, that this year is going to be a bumper year for tourism. Some of the travel companies are already up on their bookings from several years ago when it was good. So it's going to be enjoyable, should I say, this year. It's going to be a lovely atmosphere, I reckon. If you can get back to like it was a few years ago, before we'd even heard of the name COVID and all the rest of it all. Let's keep our fingers crossed, shall we? I'm going to take another walk down to the sea edge. Lovely to see so many dogs off the lead, isn't it? If you do fancy coming over in the winter months, a lot of the tourist bar cafes are closed. There's a few that open all year down the strip on restricted hours, but if you come down to the port or the old town or somewhere that's not for tourists, should I say, mainly for the locals, you always find somewhere open to have a bite to eat and some drink. I'm going to be finishing the film shortly when I get down to the end of the port. So I'm going to head back towards the blue path now. So heading into the port itself, you definitely see it's a lot more activity happening. The hotel's open all in the port all year round. This is what I was saying about, like on pallets as it were, they're bringing the tables and chairs out here, and you get a beautiful view all across the port and things, which is over there. There's a restaurant just opened just above us now, just over there. So as we get into the port itself, as saying, you'll find a lot more open. Well, I hope you liked today's film, a little walk down to the port. If you did, please give us a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget Facebook page, Love Your Life Mallorca. And I'll catch you on the next film, guys. Thanks then, bye for now.